cash, look at the cash bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you Leo.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Who almost missed all of last year.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down, here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the ways that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Rosen will throw. And he's got Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. First down carry here for Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Robert Kimdichi's pro day workout, I know it was only shorts, but that's about as good a workout I've seen from a defensive lineman in a long time. Incredible speed, quickness, and power all on display, and he used every bit of that to make that play.
He was such an athlete coming out of high school. I remember calling his bowl game in 2013 in Nashville. They lined him up and handed him the football as a running back. Well, not really a running back, a fullback, but he can just do a lot of things.
No doubt about it. The consensus #1 player in high school when he opted to go to Ole Miss.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And Thomas has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Rosen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Dawson's kick is good. the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's McKissick. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kelly. Space to maneuver at the 40. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now a first down throw, Kelly. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, it's Rosen looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Leopard. Leopard. Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, it's Kelly. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pick up there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56 now. 319. 319. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Kelly to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun!
Now it's Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Gun!
Now Kellen. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Kelly steps away to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he'll grab a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
They'll hand off to Booker, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Kelly operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Rosen on 1st and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They go back to the ground. Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Watch
On second down, Kelly, throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rosen looking to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rosen will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Johnson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
Kelly now throwing again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sua Cravens in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now it's Rosen looking. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard! Watching that, Barney!
On 2nd down, Johnson. The 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A carry now for McKissick. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watching that, Barney!
They'll go again with McKissick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught into the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And incomplete on the a deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Denver, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.